Welcome to the Sheri Hoff Show, where we focus on living joyfully every day and cultivating heart and soul-based success. You can find the Sheri Hoff Show at sherikhoff.com. That's SherikayehOff.com. Hi, Sheri here. Welcome, welcome. Today we're talking about embracing happiness and abundance. So in our podcast, we're always looking for ways to create a life filled with joy, purpose, abundance, and success that's really based on your heart and soul. Okay. So I am so happy that you're here with me today. So we're going to dive into the realms of happiness and abundance. And they might seem a little lofty, especially when you're focusing on your everyday bills that you're paying, the work that you're doing. But it really is tangible to be in a state of being where you can cultivate everyday happiness and everyday abundance. So take a second to get comfy with your favorite beverage and let's go down this road together. So, I started my happiness journey with actually a shocking tragedy in my life. So, way back when I was in high school, I was 17 years old and my 15-year-old brother died by suicide. And it was a total shock to everyone. It's not something that we were expecting. He hadn't dealt with long-term depression or anything like that. And I started to wonder what makes some people happy and other people really struggle. And if you're struggling trying to find your happiness, can you get to that happy place? Now, when I was going through this, I just hoped that I could get to a normal or okay state. And the idea of being truly happy, I'm not sure that was even on my radar. But fortunately, through this journey called life and through exploring and reading and reaching out to people, I did not only get back to normal and okay, but wild and crazy and wonderful happiness. The kind of happiness where you just wake up and you just know, okay, I'm a happy person. So happiness isn't just about the big, amazing things, because I don't know who isn't happy when, you finally achieve that huge goal that you set or you cross the finish line. I mean, those are things that it's really easy to be happy about those things. But happiness is in the everyday moments. It's in those small moments, in the morning sun, the winter snow, hearing someone laugh, feeling so great when you have a productive day, enjoying your cup of coffee. It's really about a mindset that looks for and savors these small moments. And I got to the point in my life where I realized how much happiness is based in choice. It's not, oh, do I wake up in the morning and am I going to feel happy when I wake up? No, I can wake up and I can choose happiness just like I could choose clothes out of my closet. And so I started creating the mindset, oh gosh, almost 20 years ago. I've been coaching for 17 years, so well before that. But this idea that I get to choose happiness. So when I wake up, it doesn't matter if I wake up tired, if I wake up stressed out. All of those are just feelings, and I can choose to focus on happiness. And so the way that I begin that focus on happiness is usually through journaling, or if it's a day when it's really crazy, I might just do a quick list of things that I'm thankful for and also things that I'm thankful for that haven't happened yet. So if I'm working on a goal, I might say, thank you so much for XYZ, even if it hasn't happened yet. So I create the happiness for the things that are in the moment, the things that I'm thankful for, and then the gratitude for things that I'm working on, like they're already here in my life. So you're not shocked to hear about gratitude, right? Where we always hear about gratitude. But I think it's overlooked so often because it's so simple. If you can just slow down for a second and appreciate what you have and shift away from what you don't have or what's wrong, you make that energetic shift. And we're going to move from talking about happiness to talking about abundance. And one of the biggest aspects of abundance is your energy. So it's your mindset, it's your focusing your thoughts. And the quickest way to get there is to focus on happiness, because when you're in that happy place, you're at a pretty high energetic level. So do me a favor, and for at least the next 7 days, just focus on gratitude every day when you get up. Um, I'm thankful for this, I'm thankful for that, and wake up and say, I choose happiness. Just try it for 7 days and notice what happens. All right. So I said we'd talk about abundance, and abundance isn't only about finances. We hear that word and we typically think about money. And yes, it's about money, but it's about feeling wealthy in all areas of your life: love, health, opportunities, joy. So, and of course, in order to be abundant, you want to have an abundant mindset. So what you focus on expands. You've probably heard the term thoughts become things, and it really is true. And you can look back on aspects of your life and go, wow, that really is true. Like I journal, I do vision boards, I have lists in my phone of things that I want to focus on. And I find often this happens to me that I'll make a list, maybe, 2024 goals, or I'll make a list of trips that I want to do. And maybe I don't even look at that list, but I was going through my lists, and I was, just shocked. I don't know why I was shocked. I should say, of course, but how much on those lists had already happened in my life. Okay. And I used to play this game where I would pretend that whatever it is that I wanted to make happen in my life, that, I was creating it that day. And most of those things have come true. And so when I made those lists, I thought, oh, I got to make more lists because, so much of this has already happened or happening. So really, where you put your focus on, where you choose to, what you choose to think about is totally related to your level of abundance. So if you focus on scarcity and lack, you're going to attract more lack. But here's the thing. I don't want you to worry about, oh, this morning I was stressed about bills, so now I'm just going to have more bills. No. When you realize that you're thinking like that, then you get to shift. You get to say, okay, I don't want to think about this anymore. What would I rather think about? And so maybe what you'd rather think about is the idea of more than enough money. Always more than enough money. No matter how many bills you pay, you always have more money. Okay, isn't that a lovely thought? Okay, so when you focus on thoughts like this, you bring in prosperity into your life. And you might say, well, how can I have those energy vibes for something maybe I've never done? So the answer to that, one of the big answers, is visualization. And if you can talk to any Olympic athlete, any athlete who's done anything ever at all, artists, musicians, that when you go through the performance, when you go through it in your mind and you're not even doing it yet, but you're seeing yourself do it. You're seeing yourself finish. I used to be a skater way back when, a figure skater, and, visualizing a routine without any falls, seeing yourself landing everything. That is visualization. And so don't make it complicated. I mean, you can make it really grand and elaborate. And sometimes that's really fun. Sometimes I like to do a really long visualization exercise, but it can just be a couple minutes. Like if you're, if you're going to have, let's say, a job interview, you can just close your eyes and see yourself acing that interview, feeling confident in your answers, feeling confident in yourself and the way that you look and the way that you're portraying yourself. That's visualization. Okay, so don't make it complicated, make it simple, and use these practices frequently. So anytime you feel like, I don't know if I can, let yourself have a little bit of time to visualize and make yourself see yourself doing it. And you can even create a vision board that goes along with these visualizations. Um, I always have a vision board. And when I'm ready to retire the one that I have, which is usually because I've done everything on it, or if I didn't do it, I changed my mind, I always take a picture because I like going back and looking at my old vision boards. And then I put up a new vision board in my office. So put your vision board somewhere where you'll see it every day. You can use different things too. You could use a Pinterest board for a vision board. You could use your phone gallery, whatever works for you. Creating something that sparks that feeling of abundance is going to be really important. And remember that emotions drive your energy vibe. So if you can create those wonderful emotions of doing the thing, you're in that place of creating that abundance. And again, I used examples of goals and money, but you can have the same kind of visualization for your health. Like, let's say you have actually a health issue. You can close your eyes and you can see that part of your body completely healing. I had a surgery last year, and of all the crazy things, it was a major surgery. My wound did not heal for 3 months. And I can remember having moments thinking, is this ever going to heal? And, it was on the edge of maybe having to go back and stitch it up again, which I definitely didn't want to do. But I started visualizing that wound healing and just seeing it totally healed. And when I switched from fear about it not healing and moved to seeing it well and healed, it started healing a lot faster and totally healed. Okay. So watch those thoughts and don't worry about having negative thoughts. Just when you notice them, shift them, change them into something um, more fun, more fun. So let's just sort of recap here. That, as you can see, happiness is related to creating those good feelings about your life, and good feelings are related to abundance. So they're interwoven with each other. So when you feel genuinely happy, you just naturally attract more abundance into your life. And the more you focus on abundant thoughts, the more your happiness increases as well. So it's a cycle that feeds itself, and it helps you create a life full of joy, prosperity, heart and soul success, all the good stuff. So take a second here and think about areas in your life where you already experience abundance. One of the things for me is that I have incredible relationships with my family, with my kids, my husband, my extended family, my parents. And that's been an area that has always been very abundant. I've always had a lot of friends. And so when I think about that overflowing abundance, then I can take that feeling of abundance and apply it to an area where maybe I've struggled a little bit. So anywhere where you've already felt abundance, I have some clients who say, I'm fantastic making money no matter what I do. I always make money, but then they'll have an area maybe of their health that isn't working so well. And we say, well, okay, let's take those confident thoughts that you have about being able to make all the money that you could ever want and apply that to your health. Because you know what that feeling is, then take those same feelings and apply it to your health. So make sure to honor the things that are going well and celebrate them. And the more that you honor and celebrate things that are working, again, the more abundant you're going to be. So let's go over some little specific things. I want you to leave here today with some specific things to do. So the first one is to practice gratitude, and that can be journaling. It can just be saying, thank you for this, thank you for that out loud. You can take little moments throughout the day where you pause and say, okay, what am I thankful for here? I used to have a mindfulness bell that would go off at random times on my phone. And anytime that bell went off, it was a chance to pause and go, okay, where are my thoughts right now? And I loved it when I'd catch myself in an amazing thought. But if the bell went off and I was, kind of going down a rabbit hole, it was a great reminder to pull myself back out of that. All right. So then you're going to set clear intentions, be specific about what you want to attract. So write down those goals and review them regularly. And then we talked about visualizing, but make it fun. Don't make it work. And for any of these practices, if you start to feel like this is work, this isn't fun, just X out that practice and don't do it for a while. You want to have this be something that adds to your energy vibration instead of something that starts to feel like pressure. And using affirmations, I'm a huge fan of affirmations. I have some free affirmations on my website. You just go to sherikhoff.com. You can download 140 of them, and they work for all areas of your life. And you can create your own affirmations. And another thing you can do is you can use emotional freedom technique and tap on those affirmations. If you have questions about that, just send me an email and I'll let you know how you can do affirmations with tapping if you're not familiar. And then take inspired action. Okay, so we've talked about abundant energy vibes and getting into that place of feeling like you're doing the thing that you want to have happen in your life, but you've got to take some action. So as you start to feel like these things are coming in your life, notice where you feel little nudges, like, okay, call this person or write this thing down or go do this, and pay attention to those and take that action. And environment. This is the last point I want to make, and that is surround yourself not just with the positive people, but with a positive environment. And that means your office space, your home, your car. It's an energy downer to be working in a cluttered space, to be living in a cluttered space. So it's amazing how if you clean up that space and make sure that you're surrounded by things that, are make you feel good. And, maybe for some people it's beautiful artwork. For other people, it's books. For other people, it might be little sayings that they can look at. It might be, just really anything that does it for you. Okay. So, when it comes to environment and willpower, your environment will win over willpower. So you want to create an environment that is going to support you in these changes and this positive direction that you want to go in. So thank you so much for joining me today on this road down the road of happiness and abundance. So I hope you got inspired. Let me know. Contact me on my website, sherikhoff.com. And I want you to, at least when you get off the phone, do one thing that we talked about today. So keep shining your light. Don't let anyone dim it. Stay happy, stay thankful, and embrace all the good that is in your life. I'll talk to you soon. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye. You can find the Sheri Kaye Hoff Show at sherikhoff.com. That's SherikayehOff.com.